How can you style vintage clothing? If you're curious about how to incorporate vintage pieces into your modern wardrobe, you're in the right place. Styling vintage clothing can be a fun and creative way to add a unique touch to your outfits. First, it's important to understand the different fashion eras. For instance, the 1950s are known for their hourglass silhouettes with nipped-in waists and full skirts. Knowing these characteristics will help you choose pieces that fit your style and the era you're interested in. When building your vintage wardrobe, start by visiting vintage stores, thrift shops, and online marketplaces. Look for high-quality fabrics, good craftsmanship, and overall condition. Timeless pieces like little black dresses, high-waisted trousers, and tailored blazers are always a good investment. Mixing vintage with contemporary pieces can add a modern twist to your outfits. Try layering a vintage blouse under a contemporary blazer or pairing a vintage skirt with a trendy graphic tee. This blending of styles can create unique and personalized looks. Pay attention to silhouettes as they define the fashion of each era. For example, the 1950s are all about that hourglass figure, while the 1960s introduced more streamlined and mod shapes. Understanding these silhouettes will help you accurately recreate vintage looks and ensure authenticity in your styling. Accessories can make or break an outfit. Look for vintage-inspired accessories like cat-eye sunglasses, statement hats, and beaded handbags. Details such as gloves, scarves, and jewelry can add that extra touch of vintage glamour to your look. To complete your vintage look, master the hair and makeup styles of the era you're channeling. For the 1950s, think pin curls, victory rolls, and finger waves for hair, and bold red lips and winged eyeliner for makeup. Practice these techniques to achieve authentic vintage looks. When styling vintage clothing, it's also important to focus on one item at a time. Don't try to wear all your vintage items at once. Instead, take a vintage jacket or shirt and pair it with modern pieces like jeans or a white t-shirt. This approach makes the outfit look chic and modern rather than overly vintage. Color and shape are key when integrating vintage pieces into your everyday wardrobe. Find vintage items that match the colors already in your wardrobe and ensure the shapes complement your existing clothes. For example, if you love full skirts, look for vintage pieces with similar silhouettes. Finally, confidence is what truly brings a vintage look to life. Embrace the uniqueness of vintage styling and own your personal style choices. When you feel confident and comfortable in what you're wearing, it will radiate through your entire presence.